All right, Shalom. For the foremost, we all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hawakak Kodash Barakathum. Give honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, until I can cross the globe, pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. I want to say Shalom. I watched a documentary yesterday. It was on Netflix. I forgot the name of the series or documentary, but it's basically about how animals were being treated and handled in the wild. And there's a place called Taiji, Japan, where every morning or during a specific time of the year in the morning, they take these boats and they travel out to the sea, and they're herding up dolphins and baby whales. I forget what kind of whales they were, but they're like small whales or whatever. And what they do is they separate them from their mom or from the pod, and they corral them into a cove. Have you ever seen a cove? Imagine like a mountain, right? With just imagine like being driven into a mountain, and the mountain is the furthest you can go. Where they drive them into the mountain by the hundreds, and they net them, all right, and they take the dolphins and the whales and they kill them. Or sometimes they take them and they sell them to zoos for their water shows. You know, like you go to the zoo and they have a special show with the dolphins and the killer whales, things like that. Well, that's what they have. They're gonna find out that a trained dolphin is worth $100,000. All right, now they were talking about also about the commercial fishing and the byproduct, which is other animals and turtles and crabs and things like that getting taken up by in the same net of the species of fish that they're targeting, which in turn creates an imbalanced environment in the ocean. That's why you got these metals and these high concentrated levels of life and organisms not being in check or not being in balance. And so it creates a toxic environment, an unbalanced ecosystem, in which some species end up dying off because of the circle of life is broken, you know. The point being is that, you know, this goes on a lot across the world, you know, and the animals are tired of Esau Edom too. Speaking of animals, there's a deer in the driveway. Y'all put the water up, you know, and you know, we're all looking for new rulership, new management. The Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not going to let this happen for much longer. You know, Esau Edom has taken this world, and this beautiful world that the Lord made and gave to him for a time, and destroyed it. You know, and you watch the numbers of aquatic life dwindle over the years. You know, they talked about the sea turtles, and they talked about sharks, which are getting caught up in these whaling nets and these fishing nets, and you know, and they're dying from stress in those nets. You know, and the ones that, you know, die, they just throw them back in the ocean. You know, and the Lord's gonna get that man. and those who participate in it, because at the end of the day, I was watching the video, yeah, there were Moabites and things like that, but all nations are going to be held accountable for the destruction of the Lord's environment. And when you go to these shows, these aquatic shows in these zoos, I'm gonna get to the scriptures, but when you go to these aquatic shows at these zoos, they try to tell you that, oh, she was rescued from, um, from a group of sea lions trying to chase her down, or her mom died during delivery and the pup was abandoned, and things like that. But understand this one thing. You don't think the Lord ordained all those things to happen? So Esau tries to interfere with the natural course of things the Lord has already put in balance and set up. Esau comes along and finds ways to profit off of at the expense of helpless wildlife. And I say helpless because they're animals and we're humans, and we have the capability to have this technology that's able to dramatically or drastically change the balance of the ocean waters in just a short while. All right, but this is the point. We're gonna hold on, let me get this too. I want to get this. Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. So let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. All right. And Esau's mindset is, if I can conquer you, then you're meant to be conquered. Okay? If I can rule over you, then you're meant to be ruled over. All right? Esau thinks that anything that's lesser than him deserves to, or a fair game to be ruled over, to be hunted. All right? It's like Esau going to Africa or these wild exotic hunts and hunting elephants and lions. Like, there's no sport in that. All right, these animals are not they're not like deer. All right, deer are used to getting hunted, so they're a little harder to catch or hunt because of how they act. But you're going to a place where they're not hiding in trees. You don't gotta climb a bunch of mountains. All right. But the animals are right there in a wide open plain. You drive to in a Jeep to within, 50 yards of an animal and you shoot it. But that's the way Esau gets down, man. All right, Esau is a murderer, killer, a raper, a pillager of the earth. And anything that he deems to be a target, or he deems to be worthy to be hunted or trapped, he's gonna do it. All right. Revelation 11:17, 18. And the nations were angry, and our wrath has come. The time of the dead, that they should be judged. The dead of the other nations. All right. Okay. That thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. That's the point. The Lord is going to get Esau for what he's done to the land, man. Let me get this. I want to make sure I'm pretty accurate. I didn't want to. I just want to see. It says, they say, and I don't know how they know this number, because Esau be lying. He tells you that the earth weighs so many tons and things like that, but this is just a rough, this is what Esau has in his information. And it says there's about, it said people cut down 15 billion trees each year, and the global tree count has fallen by 46% since the beginning of human civilization. Previous estimates collected by satellite imaging suggested that there are just over 400 billion trees in the world. And that sounds like a huge number, all right? This thing since civilization, that number dwindled out damn near 50%. So you want to double that, but just 800 billion trees, that's supposed to be here. And I believe it's way more than that they're cutting down. They're cutting them down by football field size, each hour or something like that. But the point being is that the man has taken the habitat and completely changed it. You have animals who have to go further and further up into the mountains, which, they're not acclimated to. You got the monkeys that are having their territory, having their environment changed to the point to where they got to go into residential and populated areas in which now they become so-called a nuisance, and the people are hunting and killing them and ridding them because they come and they eat food. They might take your dog or your cat or hell, even a young child, depending on the animal. But it all comes from Esau's greediness, his desire to conquer, his desire to rule, his desire to be a god. All right, and the Lord is going to get this man. Because I was watching that documentary, man, I was sad because that the government of Japan, I believe it was Japan, all right, they're very hush-hush about it. And they know people are there to take videos and, bring awareness to that situation. But they have these organizations, so to speak, the police, and they'll have special service agents. They'll have the military watching people, all right, to make sure that they're not reporting on the fact that what they're doing to the environment and to these animals. You see? And Esau's a big proponent of that because he buys these animals, But the other nations are going to get a great judgment because of the things you have done to the Lord's creation. All right? I'm ending on this. Isaiah 14. And 5, it says, the Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. This is a future prophecy. The world waiting to happen is taking the power and the strength out of Esau's hand, man. He who smote the people in wrath will continue to struggle. Who is that? It's Esau Edom. All right? Without the demand of shark fins and tiger claws and, clams and, these other so-called delicacies, or, that a lot of these things wouldn't be going on because nobody would demand them. You gotta remember, man, America's a corporation. The world is a business. It's all about supply and demand. demand is high, then they're going to make the supply. You know? So he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. And like, we tried to do that Elder Uriah thing yesterday. We couldn't do it like him, but it's the people who smote the wrath. He who smote the people with wrath, all right, with wrath, all right, not with kindness. Let me get the NLT. He struck the people with endless blows of rage, all right. You see, this man has shown his evilness, his wickedness, his heartlessness to the world. His sins and his deeds are uncovered. All right. Even watching that video, they went into the amount of garbage and plastic that's on the beaches that's popping up in these animals. All right. And it's like, how do you let this get to this point? How do you not care about the water that we drink and use, or the trees that we cut down and need for air? It said, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger. He didn't rule the nations in happiness and love and lovingness. All right, he didn't rule the nations with compassion, but in anger. And he is taking his anger out not only on the tribes, all right, but also the earth. You see? Recreate ecosystems, taking animals from an environment where they're thriving to a zoo where the animals become depressed, don't want to mate, don't want to eat. You see? It says, it's persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet to break forth into singing. See, with this man being out of office, so to speak, it gives a chance for earth to recover. It allows the trees to live to be a ripe old age, man. Okay? This world is gonna be in a much better place under new management. Let's get that, I'm gonna hold that. Let's get this, end it on this one too. All right. Verse 7 back in Isaiah 14:7 says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet to break forth into singing. Yet the first trees rejoice at thee in the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is up, no feller has come up against us. All right. There won't be no, look at those deers, man. They look so good. Those other trees. The kingdom of Yahweh me outside. You don't have to worry about Esau, taking babies away from their mothers. You don't have to worry about Esau destroying the habitat of endangered species, man. Destroying and defiling the earth. They say the earth is defiled under the inhabitants because of the inhabitants thereof. All right? The main inhabitant that's destroying the earth is defiling the earth, is Esau, Edom. But there's going to be a time where the world is going to rejoice. All right? You're going to have happy animals, not locked up in zoos and cages, not have to be worried about getting caught up in the fish net. You see? Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The Lord gave Esau this time to rule, man. All right, he is the God of the earth. Right? The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. All right? In due time. The one that's profitable begins with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. then it's going to be the elect, the 144, the elect in Israel, man. All right, because even the 2/3 are not going to allow the destruction of our kingdom, man, or the things that pertain to the kingdom, you know. So that I want to say, Kah Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaRakakwadash, Rakathum, the one to say Apostle Elder Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.